Put caulking on the sill here. And I messed up just a little bit here, so I'll throw some more there, and we're ready to put the door frame in. Window frame. Anyway, brought it in, had the caulking, and then it's going to be a couple hours as we're shimming around it before we start putting any panels in and before any weight gets put on it. So you saw me, I actually stood up on it and walked on it to get it to set down into the caulking. Caulking glues this down. We're not putting any fasteners through the bottom, so the caulking glues the bottom of the sill down to the framing. It sticks really, really well to the zip tape, and the zip tape sticks really, really well to everything. So that's holding this down, and then the weight of the panels is going to help hold it down too. And then the countertops are going to go, and they're going to on each side. This is going to get a track cover. The countertops are going to go here, and so now we're going to find another spot to put the camera and work on shimming. It's going to be a little boring. Just put the door frame in, and I've got my lasers. I've talked about 2 lasers before. I've got a green one, and this one's red. It's yellow on the outside, but it's red. Green and green beam, red beam. And I have the 2 different colors because one shows up a little bit better on different materials, but I've got 2 lasers to double check. And on these door frames, sometimes the sill and the head track aren't the exact same length, and sometimes it's up to 1/8 of an inch that maybe, say, the top is a little bit wider or a little bit longer than the bottom. So if I get this side plumb and perfect, and then I go over and I check this side, then this side's out of plumb. So I can use 2 lasers, and if I have to split the difference between the 2, I can see that. And this one's broken now. I can see that I need to split the difference, but assuming that the head track and the sill are the same length and I don't have to split the difference, then I do still split the difference of the laser. I don't want to see just a big blob of the laser on the window frame. I want to see just a little sliver of the laser beam on the window frame. So that means that I'm even more precise than just getting it with the laser. I could use the typical bubble level, but that's up for interpretation, and people have built things very well for many, many years, thousands of years, using water, using levels such as this. But today we have lasers. Lasers make things a little bit easier, and as long as they're calibrated right, which if you have 2 and you can check, as long as they're calibrated right, you can get things spot on. So those are a great tool to have. And so anyway, we'll go ahead and center this frame. I think we'll set the camera up over there. And yeah, now you're going to watch me shim. Okay, the frame has been shimmed and we put our insulating foam around the frame. I like to do this because if I let somebody else do it, they may use the wrong stuff. I know that I'm gonna use the right stuff. I mean, like insulators, not somebody within our company, but we always just use the standard window and door foam. There was a time period where I was using the pink fiberglass insulation, but we learned that this foam is great as long as you don't use the wrong stuff. So we thought it was great. We went with the pink insulation for a while as we learned things. This was several years ago. Now we use the expanding foam, window and door foam. And so anyway, we've got the frame shimmed, we've got the foam in. We're getting ready to set the window panels in. I'm sorry if I keep saying door, it's a window. We're getting ready to set the window panels in. It's been a fun day, morning, early afternoon, because that house under construction has been playing Little John, and that house has been playing Fiesta mariachi music. So we don't have any music on here. It's been a very nice blend. I don't know what type of food I want to eat this evening. I feel like Mexican. But anyway, I got to tap these sill tracks down, and I use a little block of wood here, just a little scrap piece of wood. I don't hit too hard because they're aluminum, it could dent them, but tap these down in, and once they're tapped down in, then I'm going to grab the panels, and I'll go ahead and start tapping them now. They have, one thing, they have little barbs, and they need to seat into the vinyl frame. They have little barbed fins on them, and so they actually will seat down in. So all right, that was way more difficult than it typically is. I don't know what was going on there, but that's why you use a block of wood, a longer piece, and don't go too crazy with the hammer. But now that those are down, I already measured these for the fixed panel and I put them in the right location. The fixed panel is 36 inches wide, so I'm just a little bit under that here. And we got one suction cup today. It's always a nice day when it's a one suction cup day. So lift the top into its track and then set the bottom in. And since this one's on the outside now, I can just easily lean the other panels into it. Grab them. Grab that lead panel. One of the rollers, since they've got the two wheels, I had that video. One of the wheels here was a little bit down, so it was stopping me from putting this panel in the sill. And that looks like we just have a scuff up there. Yep. Just a little bit of dust. The panels go in very quickly once you've got the frame set. We've still got some more work to do. We've got to put the jam covers on. Jam covers here. Jam covers here. We've got sill covers, head jam covers. We have to secure this panel and put our keeper on here. So we'll do some more videos or a continuation of this video. But there's putting the door panels in.